Hello everybody, welcome to our practice this afternoon or this evening or whatever time of day it is for you. It's late Sunday afternoon here and it's been an absolutely beautiful day. I've been down to look at the sea, which is always a treat, down to Sidmouth. In last week's class we were talking about the chakras and I ran through them very briefly. There's 7 main chakras in the energy body, the 7 main focal points, and I went through them. And today we're just going to focus on the lower chakras. So the base one, our root chakra, Muladhara, sometimes called the gateway to the earth. What about our legs, our feet, hips, pelvis, the lower body? A little bit higher up, Swadhisthana. That's sometimes called the gateway to the moon, our sacral chakra. The element for that's water. Water's connected to the moon. And this again is around the pelvic area, the low back. And then I'm going to go a little bit higher up into our tummy, around our solar plexus, around the navel, Manipura. Our own place of power, our seat of power, our inner sun. So often called gateway to the sun. And this is a place of great personal power. It's all about self-esteem, confidence. And there's a lot going on here, as you know, a lot of stuff happens there. We get a lot of feelings there. Sometimes our gut is called our second brain, and that governs our digestive organs and our abdominal organs. We do a bit of work for each one. Let's come and sit. Remove anything you're sitting on. I'll sit sideways on so you can see me. I'll take your hands here underneath, maybe on top, wherever's comfortable, but lovely straight spine. And we're going to do a few of these seated cat-cows, so it's just the same as when you're on hands and knees, but we're seated. You'll breathe in and you arch the back, and you can look up if your neck's all right. And as you exhale, you round the back and you make a C shape. It's chin to chest. Good. And then you can just push on the shins again to draw yourself up on the inhale and lift your chest. Keep the shoulders soft. And round. That's it. Exhale completely. And then you've got the idea. That's it. Well done. You're moving from the base of the spine to the crown of the head, whichever way you go. If you look up, lift the gaze, not the chin. And curl up a little bit more, draw the belly and tuck the chin and stretch through your back. And just a few more. Extending the spine on the in-breath and flexing the spine on the out-breath. Moving with the breath. Exhale completely. Just for a few more, make your breath a bit longer. And then squeeze the belly and draw the breath out. We'll do 2 more, this next one and 1 more. Sit tall. Just imagine there's a little thread attached to your breastbone. Breathing in. And exhaling completely. Well done. I'm going to come down into a shoulder bridge. So you might need to look at first if you don't know. Feet are hip width apart, knees are hip width apart. And it's a slightly different breathing from the one you may be used to doing with me. So you might need to look. So just make sure your knees do stay hip width apart and your feet do. People, often us girls particularly, have a bit of body dysmorphia and think my hips are a lot bigger than what they are and we're a bit like this. So you sort of want to think you're squeezing a block between your knees or you're holding a brick between your feet so they don't sort of start to wander out. So the breath with this is, as I breathe in, I'm just sort of tilting up my tail, pressing the small one back into the mat, and I'm going to lift up and float the arms back without the body as I breathe in. If your shoulders aren't happy, you leave the arms down. And then you pause. And as you breathe out, you come all the way up into your bridge and you press down with your hands and you lift your chest. Push your knees forward as you pause at the end of the out breath. And we'll work. This is the in breath. Coming down slowly, stretching the arms back. You always remember the pause. And then we breathe out lovely and steady. Well done. See if you could come a wee bit higher here. Just imagine there's a little thread attached to your belly, your breastbone. Lift higher, push down with the feet. And coming down completely. For each vertebrae in turn, resting on the mats. Well done. Exhale as you come up and press down with your hands, press down with your feet. So we really feel connected to the earth in this one. The inhale. And this is such a lovely, lovely, lovely way to start our practice. It's what I call a really sort of extrovert posture. We're opening up to the practice, we're mobilising our spine, we're opening up the front of the body and the hips. Good. So a few more. It's a wonderful way to strengthen your legs and hips, pelvis. And it's also very, very good for opening your chest. I'm going to just do one more. Go slowly as you breathe in, you come down. You get a delicious stretch there. Well done. You come all the way up again. Take a couple of breaths there. Push down with your hands, lift higher, lift your belly, lift your chest. Some of you will roll the shoulders underneath and interlink the hands behind you. Some might walk the feet in a bit more and come up a bit higher. But go gently because it's early in your practice. Do 5 breaths. So that's 1, 2, breathe well. 3, keep pushing down with your feet, lift a bit higher, don't let the bridge collapse. 4, breathing in and out. How slowly can you come down? Vertebrae by vertebrae, lengthen the tail. Well done. So a little bit of work for our tongues here now. I'm still in semi-supine. We're going to do some little sit-ups, some little crunches here. Have a look first. So you're going to, before you start, you're going to lift up through the pelvic floor. You're going to engage Mula Bandha. If you can lift your pubic bone up towards your low ribs, so you're sort of shutting the gap between two as we lift. So it's just going to be like this basically, and keeping the neck relaxed because people do suffer with, pain in the neck when they do this neck strain. You could support the back of the head if you like, but very lightly. Let's come up. We're going to do 20. So we're going to start with 1, 2, 3, 4, a bit higher, 5, 6, 7, 8, and squeeze, 9, 10, neck relax. Let's come again. 10, 9, 8, 7, keep going, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Come down. So let's just take our head gently from side to side. Good. Relax your neck. Try to consciously relax your neck when you do this. I know it's difficult. Either stay there, or if this is for you, lift the feet off. So I really want my knees over my hips. And my lower legs parallel to the floor. Okay. So you're sort of making a right angle with your legs, if you see that. Okay. And you're going to reach in front of you for 20 again. So remember to engage Mula Bandha, shut the gap between the pubic bone and the low ribs, and we'll come 1, 2, 3, 4. Feeling it in the lower abdominals. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come again. 10, 9, 8, a bit higher, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant, keep smiling. So that was sort of mid to lower abs. We're going to put the upper abs now in a minute, but just gently take your head from side to side. Relax your shoulders. Well done. Stretch your legs up in the air. So lengthen your tail. Don't lift your low back off. And we're going to just reach in front of you. And we're going to do 20 again. And 1, 2, feeling it in the upper belly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done, and reach up. 10, 9, reach for your feet. 8, 7, 6, 5, and a bit more. 4, 3, oh, you can feel it. 2, 1. Well done. You can really feel it, can't you, in the upper abs? Well done. So let's very gently take our feet a bit further apart. Knees one way, gaze the other. Windshield wiping your legs. Make sure you've got room. It's just finding the room when you do it at home, isn't there? It's good to do it at home because sometimes I find I can use my furniture as props. And you can get cosy. So there's a lot of advantages as well as disadvantages. Well done. So let's come up to our mats. You can just come onto your side or come off, or you could do a little bit of roly-poly here for your spine. So that worked for our tummy. Working our third chakra, Manipura, in the middle of the body. Well done. Come and sit up. So Manipura chakra, your place of power, it's sort of the balancing point between the two energies. The lower chakras, the energy flows downwards and then flowing up from the mid. The sort of balancing point between your inner and outer energies. So a little bit more work for this area, and go gently. Come and sit here. Point your toes, sit nice and tall. I'm going to sit this way so you can see me again. I find on the carpet my mats start floating around. It's not easy to have carpet. So Navasana, the boat. Lovely straight spine. Engage your tummy muscles. Draw the ribs towards the thighs. Float the feet off. I'm going to do this in stages. Only 3 breaths in each stage. 1. Sit tall. 2. 3. Baby boat. Sit tall. Relax the thighs. 2. 3. Lift your arms. 1. 2. Keep smiling. 3. So always go down a stage if you need to. 1. Sit taller. 2. 3. Don't sink the boat. 1. 2. 3. This may be an option, or you stay where you are. 1. Sit tall. 2. 3. We start to come down, thank God. 3, 2, 1. Well done. 3, 2, 1. 3. Engagement on a band of your balance. 2, 1. Oh, nice support. 3, 2, 1. And sit tall. Nearly finished. 3, 2, 1. Oh, well done. Thank you, thighs. Our thighs have worked so hard. I can feel it in my thighs. It's because my tummy's not strong enough. Yeah. Let's give the back of the legs a bit of a stretch out. Now we work those thigh muscles. So sit nice and tall. I'm going to fold over and lengthen. And if it's early in the day, you might need to go gently with this. It's early in the practice. You might need to bend the knees a bit. Let's take a few breaths in Paschimottanasana. Breathe in, lengthen the spine, breathe out, relax. So with these forward bends, I'm moving from the hips. It's not nose to knee, I'm lengthening out the waist. It's like your sitting bone wants to go one way and your spine the other. Like I'd say, two trains going in opposite directions. I'm trying to work to shut the gap between my ribs and my thigh, my chest and my thigh. My gaze is over my toes because I'm not flexible enough to get my chin towards my shin, but that's the direction we're going in. Let's take a few more breaths. Some of you can push down towards the mat. Some might even be able to hook the toes. Some combined underneath, okay? Keep the shoulders back. So breathe in, lengthen the spine. And breathe out, allow yourself to soften into the ground. Feel the earth supporting you. Follow the breath. And know that following the breath and being supported by the earth is a great foundation for your practice. And this also gives you a lovely stretch into the back of the hamstrings. And that stimulates the meridians, your bladder meridians. Well done, come up. Legs a little up there. So we're going to come onto our hands and knees now. Make sure you've got enough padding. And go gently. I'm really good at spilling my water. So I'm going to face you. I should probably keep moving, but you're at the front of your mat. Let's warm up your hips. So your right hip, let's do some hip circles. So I'm going to draw the right knee in, take it to the side and stretch it back. I'll come this way actually, you can see. It's all about thinking about the right way to go, is it? Draw the knee in, big circle, stretch it back. Let's do 5. Big circle, stretch it back, that's it. 4, I believe, lift it higher. And even higher, 5. So we're going to go the other way. Flexing the foot, stretching it back, circle back. 1, 2, 3. We sometimes do these laying down. 4, 5. Lift the leg up, look up. So I'll come back to where I was now. You stay there so it works. Look up. Draw the knee through, forehead to knee squeeze, help it through. So thinking about really working these legs, really stretching out that front thigh. Tuck your toes under and walk that leg back a bit and we'll sink there. Push down to the earth. Hold it a moment. So you may have support, you might have bricks or blocks. I haven't got 2 even ones here. I did bring enough stuff down, but no worries. You might want to sort of take support with each side, but if you haven't, no worries. And you can sink down into it. And you can really tuck the toes under and walk back a bit more. Keep the lumbar spine long and keep a lovely length all the way from the tail to the crown of the head as you sink. And then you should get a yummy stretch through that big front thigh muscle, the psoas muscle. Take a few breaths there and see if you can sink down a little bit more. Well done. So it's a lovely stretch, isn't it? Let's move in this. Watch that back knee. See if you can a little bit more each time. Well done. Carry on. I'm going to turn around and come to the front so you can see me a bit better. Carry on with that. You can have the back toes tucked under if you like, but I find it's better for my knee if I have the front of the foot on the mat. Brilliant. So we're going to stop here, hands in a foot. You get a nice stretch through the hips here. I quite like to walk my right foot out a bit. Knee stays in line with the ankle. Push the floor away, that might be enough. Tuck the back toes on and maybe sink a little bit deeper. So you really get a lovely stretch through that back left thigh as you push the earth away. You feel grounded. And that's often enough for most people. You can even come on the outer edge of the foot to get a bit more hip opening if you want. Some people have a stronger practice and they get the elbows down and rest the the thumbs against the brow and just relax here with the breath. So it's a case of breathing into this, once again feeling supported by the earth and following the breath, allowing yourself to soften. Think about the breath, think about breathing in slowly, breathing out slowly, breathing in softly, breathing out softly, letting go. And go gently. We hold a lot in our hips, both physically and emotionally. So just be gentle and kind to yourself with this. Let's take a few more breaths. Sometimes if you hold these postures a little bit longer, you can go a bit deeper. It's about finding your edge. By getting to a place that really feels good, and then maybe you can go a bit deeper, or maybe sometimes you have to back off. Relaxing into the posture, letting go. Well done. So I'm going to stretch out that front leg. So you can have hands inner foot or outer foot and really push back with your bum on the right side. I've got the knee soft, but I'm drawing up, working the thigh and curling my toes up. You might want to take your hand there and open up the back of the knee a bit more. Or you might want to do a wiggle, quite like a little bit of wiggling here. Good. So the spine's just lengthening away from the pelvis. My gaze is over my toes. Some of you might hinge forward, so your upper body is just in a right leg a bit and allow yourself to soften. Some of you might walk the hands further forward and that might help you to fold over. Still got my gaze over the toes because my chin's not on my shin, my shoulders are back. Some of you might walk your hands back and then you can just sort of surrender there. And breathe into anywhere that's a little bit tight, a little bit stuck today. Keep the knees soft. Appreciate that lovely stretch for the back of the neck, letting go. Remember to stay soft. Breathe in slowly, breathe out slowly. Breathe in softly, breathe out softly. Very well done, that's good. Let's come and stretch out in down dog. Take a few nice deep breaths here in down dog. So it's about 5 breaths, and as this is your first down dog, you might want to walk on the spot a bit. You might want to breathe in, bend one knee, breathe out, hold. Breathe in, bend the other knee, breathe out, hold. And you're really pressing down with your hands. Remember to feel the connection to the earth. Don't come on the outer edges of your hands. The weight is more on the index finger and the thumb because they're level with your spine. So a few more breaths. Keep the neck beautifully long. Maybe keep the tummy firm. Maybe engage Mula Bandha if you've got a stronger practice. Well done. One more breath. Breathing in. Breathing out completely. Lift your heels, bring your knees down. Make sure you're comfortable. Let's open up the left hip now, okay? So draw that knee in and a big circle out and push away. Draw the knee in and circle out and push away. Well done. I'm going to come this way so you can see me. You carry on. I'm going to do 3 more like this. Don't worry if you've done more. It really doesn't matter. Keep your hips level. Keep your tummy firm to support you. Good. Let's go the other way. Let's circle back. 1, 2. Make the circles bigger. I love this one for freeing up the hips. 3, 4. Oh, well done. 5. Lift the leg up. So I'm going to turn around. You can see me a bit better with this. Lift the leg up and stretch. Draw the knee through forehead to knee and help it through. So we're here. We're here for our nice big stretch with that front thigh muscle. Tuck the toes under and walk back and sink. So you can really feel that through the right front thigh there. Well done. Push the other way, sink down a bit more. You might have your hands on the bricks if you want, or not. Sometimes if you push the other way, it helps a bit. Lengthen the tail, get a lovely length from crown of head to tail. And breathe well. These psoas muscles are a very big muscle that joins our legs to our upper body. It's really, really important. And if that's tight or weak, you can get back pain, bad posture, and spine can become out of alignment. See if you can sink a bit lower. That's it, keep the lumbar long. Imagine there's a weight attached to your tailbone. Well done. So we'll move. We can have hands in a foot or one each side. You can just move like this. Good. Push the earth away. That's it. See if you can sink a little bit deeper. Keep the neck long. Let's just do 2 more. Curl the toes up towards you. Flex the foot. 1. 1 more. Well done. So I've got hands in a foot and I'm pushing the earth away. Just turn the toes out a bit if you like. All right. Push away. Keep the neck long. That might be enough for you. Sink a bit lower. Some of you can get the hands down on the mat and thumbs towards the brow. And breathe well. Some might get their forehead in their hands. See if you can let go a little bit deeper. So go gently, using your out breath to help you to let go into anywhere you're holding. So you breathe in, you find a place that's good, you breathe out, you let go. When you're in a good place, you stay there, or you go a bit deeper, or you back off. See if you can sink a little bit deeper. I didn't say this last time, but some can even put the back toes under and do that. We've done that before, but don't lift too high. You know, keep the body low. And you get lovely stretch through the front thigh and start lifting the front thigh up a little bit, but keep the knee soft. If our knee locks out, we're not doing the work in strengthening our thigh muscles. So a couple more breaths there. Breathe well into anywhere that's tight in that left side. Good, well done. And I'm going to straighten that left leg and I'm going to hold that. All right, turn around again so you can see me well. You have a hand each side or in and out, doesn't matter. So just keep lengthening the tailbone away, the left sitting bone away one direction and your spine in the other. So you've got a lovely flat back here. You can have a wiggle through the hips. Or you might just push gently on the ball of the foot and keep the knees soft as you open it up and drop the thighs. Good. So some might stay like this, that's perfect. Have blocks if you need them. And some might just fold over, just working to shut the gap between ribs and chest, chin and chest. And you might come forward, hang out there. You might walk the hands back and take a little chill out here. Let go. Feel you can breathe through any tension, any tightness. Invite the out breath to help you to soften. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out slowly. Breathe in soft and deep. Breathe out soft and deep. Follow the mantra of your breath. Well done. And one more breath. Breathing in and out. Put the foot on the mat. Tuck the toes under. Whatever you want in down dog, take a few nice deep breaths there. Keep the neck long, keep the shoulders back, keep the knees soft. If you want to rise up and down, that's cool. So down dog is sometimes called the mountain posture. Really feel that your palms and the soles of your feet are the base of your mountain. And when we've got a firm foundation, then we can lengthen from there. Once we've got that stable, strong support, then we can grow. Couple more breaths, breathing in and out. In and out. So start to walk on the spot, nice and slow. Spread the toes out. Feel your feet on the earth. Feel this connection. And then start to walk. How slowly can you walk to the front of your mat? Take baby steps so you really feel that you're supported by the earth. As you spread the toes out and be aware of the earth supporting you and the texture of your mat even. You know, we rush through life, don't we? We don't feel enough. We don't get time to feel or look at our surroundings. And in yoga we do, we get time to appreciate how our bodies feel. It teaches you so much self-awareness. Well done. And you're in a forward bend at the front of your mat, and feel that your spine can just hang from your pelvis and your neck's beautifully long. It's that waterfall effect, isn't it? Lovely and fluid. And then we just roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, like we're pulling on this big pair of socks all the way to the top of the mat. And well done. So we can't have a rooting down earth practice without a tree. We're going to do the tree now. And if you want to find a wall to stand against, please do. If you're a bit wobbly today, or it helps you. Let's balance on the right foot first. I'm mirroring you. So spread your right toes out, make a really good foundation, feel your growing roots. You might want to take your left foot here if it's a wobbly day. Lower leg or upper leg, but not against the knee. Push your foot into the thigh if it's against the thigh, and bulge the thigh out to greet the foot. Then there's a bit of suction to hold on. Ease the left knee out, lengthen the tail. Zip up those tummy muscles, maybe engage Mula Bandha. Prayer hands together, or sometimes if you put your hands to your strong centre, your solar plexus, connecting with this third chakra, your solar plexus. That's your centre, that's your point of balance, isn't it? And your shoulders are soft. So as you breathe in next, lengthen through the spine and reach your arms up. And breathe out, root down. So it's this two-way line of energy, isn't it? You're breathing and lifting out of the arches of the foot, up the spine to the crown of the head. And as you breathe out, that energy comes down and you root down through the ball of the foot, through the heel, and you're well balanced. Let's take a few more breaths here. And see if you can reach higher. It will help you to balance. Keep the shoulders soft. And smile. And don't worry about the wobbly times, because life's wobbly, isn't it, sometimes? And we have to just live with it, don't we? Make it a bit of fun. So this is called a little fig tree here. 5 breaths here. 1. That's it. A nice gaze at something. Oh, wobbly there. 2. Your drishti, your gaze. Your focal point, your drishti. 3. 4. Breathing in and out, and reach the sky, grow taller. Take your prayer hands to your crown, your brow, your throat, your heart. Come down. There. Some days are more wobbly than others, aren't they? I don't know why, but nice and strengthening for your legs, and also good for your brain, this balance. They say as we get older that this is good for our brain, our coordination, as well as dancing. So really root down through your left foot. You're growing those roots, and then so ease that right knee out, lengthen the tail, firm up the belly. Let's connect to our strong centre. And breathe. Focus on the breath. Keep that left knee soft as you drop through the thigh. We're working to strengthen the thighs. Then as you breathe in, lengthen out the waist and grow tall. Keep the shoulders soft. So in your balancing practice, have the attitude of a child. Children get up and then they fall down and they laugh, and it's all playful. I think we've lost the ability to play, haven't we? And not take ourselves too seriously. 3 more breaths. So breathe in, sort of lift up through the arches, the spine, the crown of the head, and breathe out, root down through that firm foundation. Remember that the in-breath lifts you up, the exhale you root down. So we start to feel supported between the earth and the sky and everything between. Let's float over. 1. Feel the breath in the left ribs. 2. 3. Don't think about it too much. It's always better when you don't think. That's 4 breaths. Breathing in and out. Grow tall. Reach higher. Prayer hands. Crown, brow, throat, heart. Well done. So thank you, legs. The legs feeling all right, I hope. So for the next one, we're going to be laying down for a little bit. And I didn't say at the beginning of the class, and I should have done, but this is really brilliant because it's a video, so you can put it on pause, as I forgot to say. Go and find yourself a strap. And if you haven't got a yoga strap, anything will do. Pyjama, tie, dressing gown, tie, anything will do. And I won't do as I was doing. One of my students reminded me that when I first started doing these videos, I used to say, I'll wait for you to go and get your equipment, your strap. And then I suddenly had a light bulb moment. Oh, I don't have to wait. They can put it on pause. So I'll start. Let's, at the front of your mat again, okay? The strap's beside you on your left side. I'm going to breathe in and reach up. Let's just ease out the legs after that practice. And exhale, hinge forward. So just a nice swinging uttanasana, we call this. To ease out. Well done. Come up one more time. Come down, hands to the earth. Bend the knees. Sit back, take a seat. We're going to lay down and do some stretches with our strap. Right? Play the other way. See me better. So that left foot can be on the mat, the left knee bent. We're going to straighten the right leg. You don't need the strap for now. Or you can equally have the left leg straight, but try to keep the hips level. This gives you more balance, but sometimes it might get in the way. We're going to start some hip circles. Not the ankle, the hips. So just imagine you're circling around a saucer. A tea plate. A dinner plate, because we're making these circles bigger. Maybe what we have next, a dustbin lid. And bigger, we're just loosening up the hips. So it's lovely big circles here. Getting into anywhere that's a bit icky, a bit tight. Well done. I might straighten my legs so I've got more room. You can also hold the back of the thigh if you're a bit wobbly, just to suit yourself. As big as you can now. And then we reverse. So we're decreasing the circles and reversing them. I'm pushing my left foot against my bookcase, and that's really helping me to stay supported. I can also hold on to the settee. Good thing about being at home. Imagine you've got a little pencil between your toes and you're drawing a circle. Keep the knees soft. And now I'm getting smaller and smaller, so I'm back to my dinner plate, tea plate, saucer till I've stopped. So I might put the foot on the mat or not. Bend the right knee. Take the strap preferably over the ball of the foot. So with the strap, it's got to be long enough. I noticed some people have short straps. You're going to hold the strap very, very lightly. Rest the elbows on the mat. Flex the foot, that's it. So you get a nice stretch through the back of the leg. Stay soft. If I'm holding that strap for dear life, I'm taking tension all the way into my neck, my shoulders, and it's enough aggravation and tension in life without creating any more. Breathe well into the stretch. You want to feel you're easing the thigh away from your shin towards you, the foot's flexed. If I straighten that left leg, it's got to be just as active as the right, so keep pushing away through the balls of the feet, drop through the left thigh, just like there's an elephant sat on the thigh. If you've got a longer strap, you can always reach the arms back, just to suit yourself. Breathe well into anywhere that's tight. You know, this is really, really the best way for stretching out the back of your legs. Well done. We're going to open up to the side like a laying down triangle. So to keep you stable, most people would put their left foot on the mat. I'm going to hold the strap in the right hand and I'm going to do an external rotation through that right hip as I open up. So to keep create this external rotation. It's toes down, heel up. Stop that left hip from rolling, maybe by putting your hand on it or easing the left knee out of it. And breathe well into the stretch for the inner thighs. So it's like a sort of laying down Trikonasana, laying down triangle. My elbow, my right elbow is just resting on the floor and I'm holding the strap lightly. Breathe well. Keep rotating, toes down, heels up, so you get this lovely inner thigh rotation. That's the good thing about yoga. We get into those bits that we don't normally get into, don't we? Take a couple more breaths. Breathing in completely and breathing out. Breathing in. And when I hold it a bit longer, and just feel that inner thigh letting go there. Do practices at home, particularly if you're quite tight in the legs. And hold them for longer in your practice at home. Let's take the leg up. So I'm coming to bend the knee. We don't need the strap again for the moment. We get to the other side. Draw both knees in. So don't do this one if you've had a hip replacement, because it's an internal rotation. You're going to take your right knee over your left. So our cow head legs, you might have done this sitting up. You can hold the outer feet and just pull my knees away from each other. I don't know which is the best way for you to see me. Now you've got my bum in your face, but that might be better. You can see what I'm doing better. So I'm pushing my feet into my hands and pushing my hands into my feet. And it's a lovely stretch for the outer glute, the outer hip on the right side. Sometimes, you may not be able to reach your feet. You might want to sort of hold there. Don't do it if there's any pain. If it's too much for you, take a rest. I can just push on the feet a bit more, get a little bit more stretch. Breathe well. And it really is one where you need to find, the point where you can let go. You breathe in, you breathe out, and you relax. Breathe into anywhere areas of tightness and let go. You can come up a little bit and make it a little bit deeper there. We do these sitting down sometimes, don't we? But go gently. Think about breathing in slowly. Breathing out slowly. Breathing in soft and deep. Breathing out soft and deep. Couple more breaths. It's better actually than the sitting up one because you're more supported. I'm going to come into the eagle leg. So you might just want to keep your legs crossed, or you might hook your right foot under your left thigh. Put your left foot down, shift your bum over to the right, and it's the right knee over to the left side. Eagle leg twist. Press your head into the mat, spread your shoulders out. Lovely. So I could have my left hand on my thigh, my right thigh, my right knee, and gently ease it down. Breathe well. And this gives you such a lovely stretch into your low back, stimulating that sacral area, your second chakra, Swadhisthana, the sacral chakra. And breathe. Nice stretch for the outer thigh. Relax. Relax your forehead. You might take a little look behind you to the right if you want. And you find as you hang out there, you can let go a bit deeper. Just let your breath, gravity and the weight of your body ease you out. And get this lovely stretch through the inner thigh, right from the groin to the knee. So it's really hard, isn't it, to get that right shoulder down and the right knee on the floor. Sometimes I think the hardest thing is just letting go and trusting and your asana practice and your life. Well done. Let's come up. Just gently take the soles of the feet together now and take a little rock from one bum cheek to the other and Supta Baddha Konasana, laying down butterfly. Carry on doing that while I change round and have a mouthful of water. Let's go to the other side. So You've got your strap by you, I hope. But first of all, the right foot can be on the mat or the right leg straight. As we stretch the left leg up. Support the back of the leg or not. Those baby circles around the saucer, the tea plate, the dinner plate, and bigger, the dustbin lid. That's it. Just imagine you've got a pencil between your toes and you're drawing that lovely big circle on the ceiling. How are your hips feeling today? Let's reverse the circles and start to decrease them. And smaller and smaller. So we're back to the dinner plates, the tea plates, saucer. Put the other foot on the floor, the right foot on the floor. Take your strap, so just very lightly, preferably on the ball of the foot. Hold the strap lightly between the first finger and the thumb and feed it through. Rest the elbows down. And breathe well, let go. Keep the knees soft, right up through the thigh. And relax. Some of you will straighten the other leg. That's got to be lovely and straight as well, just like there's an elephant on that right thigh. Relax your forehead, relax your jaw, don't try too hard. Allow yourself to soften through the shoulders. We're very, very tight in our hamstrings, and that can affect our back and our posture too. So we've done a lot of stretching for the front thigh muscles, now we're doing the back. We always need this balance. And we've done strengthening work, and you need that balance, that 50-50 of strength and flexibility, otherwise it doesn't work. I find a lot of people who come to yoga come because it's easy for them, they're very flexible, and they find the strengthening stuff more challenging. And then a lot of people, especially when I used to work in gyms, people that did a lot of weight training, they used to poo-poo yoga a bit and say, oh, just a load of old stretching. But when they did it, they certainly found out there's a lot more to it. You could just take your arms back a bit, if that's right for you. Keep the shoulders soft. Let's take a few more breaths wherever you are. And you know, this stretching, it's only about practice. It's practice, practice, practice. And if you like it, a little bit each day. It's better to do 10 minutes a day than, you know, a couple of hours once a week. I'm going to put my foot on the mat when I come out into sort of laying down, supine trikonasana, and holding the strap lightly in the left hand, the left elbow is down, toes are pointing down, heel up. So you've got this lovely rotation, external rotation through the hip, and as I drop, I'm stretching through that inner thigh. So what's happening to that right side? Is it rolling over like that? Maybe place your hand on the hip bone to stop it and just ease out that right knee maybe. Keep pushing the toes down and relax. And breathe well. Feel the gravity, your breath, and the weight of that leg can gently ease it out. So let's stretch the leg up, bend the knee. We don't need our strap again, so we'll just discard it now. Draw both knees in, it's left over right. Cow head, so I'll turn around to the front. That's it. And you can hold the outer feet and you gently just push the feet into the hands into the feet, and then you get a lovely stretch through the glutes, especially on that left side. But go gently. I've got quite a bad right knee, it's quite arthritic, so I don't push myself too much in this one, otherwise it puts too much pressure on my knee. There's always something as you get old, isn't there? But we have to work through it and go with it, otherwise we wouldn't do anything. So breathe well into any area that's a bit icky, a bit tight. Think about breathing in slowly, breathing out slowly, breathing in soft and deep, breathing out soft and deep. So if you want to sort of come up, you're sort of coming in, you lift the head and take your forehead or your chin towards your knee. You're coming into sort of that forward bend. Sometimes we sit here and we get our chin on our knees. Or keep your head relaxed. So feel into that left glute, that left outer thigh. Breathe well into that left side. Good. Eagle. So you can just take your left foot under your right calf, sort of do that bind or figure of 8 or not. If it doesn't work, keep the knees crossed. Put the right foot down and take a shifty over to the left and ease the left knee over to the right. So press your head into the mat, spread the shoulders out now if you can. Get that lovely stretch all the way through that sacral area. Massage for the low back and give them low back a little massage if you need one. There's such a release here, that twist. Try to keep the shoulders as flat as you can, they might come up. And I got a gorgeous little click there. I love this. It's little clicks. It's sort of like a pre-chiropractor session, isn't it? Draw the knees in a bit more maybe, and just to wherever you need to be and relax. Keep your tail long towards your heels. Invite yourself to let go on that out breath. And soften. Stay soft. I love that little verse that my teacher shared in my class a couple of months ago. She said, probably told you this before, but I love it. She said, stay soft. Don't let the world make you hard. Stay soft. Don't let pain make you hate. Stay soft. Don't let bitterness steal your sweetness. Isn't that lovely? So unravel your legs before you come up. Take the soles of the feet together. And take a moment there to rock. Nice Supta Baddha Konasana, and then laying down. Butterfly there. Release inner thighs, inner knees. Beautiful. We're going to come do a little roly-poly to the front of the mat, or just come up to the front of the mat if roly-poly is not for you. It's quite like to give the spine a bit of a massage here, but keep the chin in, keep the neck long. Oh, well done. And then I'm coming up, and I'm going to come. You're at the front of your mat. I'm just coming back so you can see me. I'm coming to a little squat here, all right. That's it. I'll come sideways on so you can see me. So my feet won't go flat in squat, but that's fine. A lot of people's don't. If yours do, that's fine as well. Some people are wobbly, so they need a little sort of brick underneath. You might take your hands to a prayer. Take a few breaths there. So really feel you've got a weight on your toe when pulling it down. Your tummy's nice and firm, and lift your heart. These are very good for your digestion, these squats. Very good for the strength of your legs. You might stay there, or you might just come forward and round the back and tuck the chin in and take a stretch there. And breathe well into your back body. Feel the breath in the back of the heart and let your tail sink. And as we're thinking of the lower chakras today, the lower energy centres, lengthen the tailbone and feel that really yummy space in your low back. And I'm looking up because I don't want my voice to be muffled, but you carry on looking down. Lengthen the tail, soften the shoulders, draw the belly in and curl up into a little ball more. Some of you might take the inner feet together, get your hands in the knees. You might even get the elbows down. So I've got my armpits level with my knees here, and I might even be able to take my arms around behind me, hold the back of my heels and curl into this little ball here and soften. So it's a lovely, lovely stretch of the back body. Allow yourself to stay grounded, relax your forehead, follow your breath. Malasana, it's called. Malasana, the garland pose. Breathe well. Well done. So feel the earth again. I'm going to slowly curl up. Just feel you're pulling on those magic socks all the way to the top of your thighs. All the way up, roll the shoulders. We do a little sequence here. Our standing strength postures now. I hope you've still got some strength left. And then down to the mat. I shall be turning round a bit, but you're at the front of your mat. Okay? Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. It means I bow to the universal consciousness. It means we're all one. We're all sharing this one life, which is a good message for now, I reckon. You're going to take your left knee behind your right and a curtsy. Om Namah Shivaya. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in as you take a chair. Breathe out, right knee behind left. Om Namah Shivaya. It's a good strengthening for our thighs. Breathe in, the chair's got a bit deeper. Breathe out. Well done. Again, we'll do 3 to each side. Sit back a bit deeper. Lift your heart. Can you curtsy a bit deeper? Good. Feel it in those thighs now. Beautiful. Just one more to the left. Well done. And then you hold that a moment because I'm going to transition from here. I need to stay sideways on so you can see me. We're going to transition into Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. So you're going to point to your left index finger, circle the arm back, take the left leg back. Push the palms down. Vira 2. So you need to adjust here. I'm not on a tightrope. I've got space between my feet. My knees over the ankle. My arms stretched to my centre. Push down. 5 breaths. Your gaze is over your middle finger unless you have to look at me. But just check your shoulders are over your hips. Sometimes if this is difficult, I'm going to straighten the front knee, sink a bit deeper. Push your feet into the mat so you really feel that stability. You feel the earth holding you, supporting you. And then you can lengthen from there. Push your palms down to make your arms lovely and strong. So you get this balance of being stable and strong. And yet light and relaxed. Our legs and arms are strong, our in-breath strong, but your shoulders and your out-breath are gentle. And we're going to move in here in our dancing warrior from here. And that helps us to know that we can, once we're supported by the earth and grounded, we can flow. So you move with the breath. As you breathe in, you reverse your warrior. As you breathe out, you hold. As you breathe in, you straighten the front leg. It's nice to straighten the front leg. And you swing into Trikonasana. Okay, you breathe out, you deepen. We breathe in back to 2. We breathe out, we hold. We turn the front palm. Breathe in, reverse. Breathe out, hold. Breathe in, straighten the front leg and reach. Swing into Trikonasana. And hold, lengthen through the sides of the body. Well done. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. Reach. We're going to hold this. Take your hand to wherever, the knee's fine or further down. Some of you like to wrap the back arm if the shoulder's tight while we hold it. Otherwise you might come out and find the full posture. 5 to 8 breaths. You don't have to look up. You're keeping the spine lovely and long. So if you're inclined to come forward, you take the leg higher up. It doesn't matter about take the hand higher up. It doesn't matter how far that hand comes out, it's about getting the shape. So if you can breathe in, lengthen the spine, and then as you breathe out, it's a bit of a twist. You spin your belly, your ribs, your chest round. So you're lengthening out of that firm foundation. The legs are strong, the knees are soft, and the thighs are drawing up into the hips. So once we've got that lovely foundation, from there we can move, we can soften. A couple more breaths. Keep tucking your left sitting bone under and your right buttock. So this thigh is a little bit externally rotated. Bend the front knee. Come all the way up to palms up, hands to the heart, and you step to the front. So we're going to Omnivara Shavasana again, starting with taking the right foot behind this time, I think. Then bend the knees, right foot behind. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. That's it. So you can go a little bit lower there, doing really, really well. Squeeze the knees and thighs together. Beautiful. So you can feel those legs working now as you come lower. Just one more on each side. That's it, one more to the centre, I think. I'm losing count. You stay there and hold it for a little bit while I come to this side of the mat because it's better for you to see me. So we can transition now. You point the right index finger all the way back. Oh, and sometimes it's a bit of a wobbly transition, isn't it? So find your feet, spread your toes out, lift the arches. Really feel the connection to the earth, and that knee's over the ankle. And for now, it's not going to move. We're working that thigh parallel to the floor, shoulders over the hips. Just imagine your arms are reaching from your heart centre, so you've got no shoulders to feel ick. Soften the shoulders. Where's that back arm? Is it level with the front? Just check. Breathe well. Straighten the front legs, sink a bit deeper. So really push your feet into the mat, like you want to tear that mat in two. Okay, so you've got that wonderful foundation, and then you can lengthen and lift out of it. And your tummy's firm while you move. Couple more breaths. Breathing in completely, breathing out. Breathing in, feeling the support of the earth. Breathing out, softening, and then we move. Breathing in as you reverse the warrior. You can look behind you for balance. Breathe out, soften. Breathe in, straighten the front leg. Breathe out, Trikonasana, triangle. The in-breath takes us to 2. The out-breath, the palm comes up and you soften. Transition on the in-breath. Feel the stretch through the front of the body on the out-breath. Straighten the front leg. In-breath. Breathe out, go a little bit deeper maybe. Bend the front knee. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, make more space through the ribs on the left side. Well done. Straighten the front arm. Come into Trikonasana. You can either draw that hip back a little bit maybe, or take the arm back. Just feel that that right hip is drawing back, the left buttock's tucking under. And then you can open to the full posture if your shoulders are all right. Nice deep breaths here. You don't have to look up, you can just look ahead, but keep the neck in line with the spine. Eventually your spine's going to be the third side of your triangle. Just breathe well. Breathe in, lengthen the spine, and breathe out, start to spin your ribs, your heart towards the right a bit. Spread your toes out for balance. Keep that front knee a little bit soft if you need. You can always bend it a bit if this is difficult for you. And please watch your back. Sometimes this can be quite hard on the back. Think about your breath, breathing in slowly, breathing out slowly. Breathing in soft and deep, breathing out soft and deep. Bend the front knee, up you come. That's brilliant. Palms come up, hands to the heart, step to the front. Well done. So you're at the front of your mat now. And all we've got to do is just hang there a moment. Just let everything go. Let your spine just lengthen out your pelvis. Lift your sit bones high. It's like that waterfall, isn't it? Let your neck be long. Keep the shoulders soft. You might fold the elbows and you do a little sort of sway here. Ribs towards the thighs. And let gravity, the weight of your body and your breath, just gently ease you out after that strong practice. Relax your legs. Well done. Let's come down, bend the knees, come to sitting Dandasana. So Dandasana, the right angle posture. Give your legs a little bit of a rub here. And sit like this. Sometimes it's quite hard to sit lovely and straight, isn't it? Lovely straight spine, lovely straight legs, keeping the knees soft. Draw up through the thighs. Lift your heart. Let's take a few breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing into the tummy, up into the ribs, into the chest, into the back. Nice long, slow, complete out breath. Come again. Breathing up into the tummy, up into the ribs, into the chest, into the back. And let it all go nice and long and slow. Draw your belly in. And we go a bit deeper. Breathing in into the tummy, up into the sides of the ribs, right up into the collarbone area between the shoulders. And let it all go. One more. Breathing into the tummy, up into the sides of the ribs, up into the collarbone area between the shoulders. A nice long, slow out breath. Draw the right knee in. Let's stretch out the back of the leg. You can do this laying down if it's pulling on your back. Some will hold the back of the knee, some will hold the ankle, some can hold around the foot. Bend the elbows, draw the thigh towards the ribs. Your gaze is at your shin. Keep the knees soft. Keep the other leg active. Shoulders soft. One more breath, breathing in and out. Let's just do two little sort of hip circles here. You can circle the hips. How do they feel after all that hard work we've done on the hips, on the legs? You can make a little cradle for your baby. You can put your foot in your elbow crease and you can rock your baby here. I'll turn around a bit so you can see me. My knee's not so good on this side, so I have to go gently. This might be quite nice. Take prayer hands to your brow. Take a few breaths wherever you are. Any other variations you want to do. If you want to come into a variation of compass, bend your leg and you can hold the outer foot and take a little stretch there. And then we'll very gently, wherever you are, take that foot, place it the other side of the left thigh. So sit tall, bend the elbows, lift the spine. Let's just take our right fingertips behind us. And to get more of a twist, reach the left arm up and reach back. And then you can twist, and you can get the belly, the ribs, the chest all the way to the right. And you can use your arms as a bit of support there. You can take your hand to your heart. Or you might want to give yourself a little bit of a hug here. Quite like that little hug because it just sort of works on the outer thigh, the outer hips. If you want to take your head back, go gently, tap the chin and then roll the head back, look behind you. Nice deep breaths here. So think about the breath. Think about really breathing in, lengthening from the tailbone to the crown of the head. And breathing out, completely rooting down. Breathing in slowly from the tailbone to the crown of the head. And breathing out, rooting down into your support. You start to feel balanced between the earth and the sky and everything in between. See if you can get your tummy round a bit further so your left ribs are just resting on your right inner thigh. It's such a lovely stretch for your second chakra, Swadhisthana, the sacral chakra here. And it opens up between the shoulders. Let's just derotate there. And let's come down a little bit. I quite like this. I'm going to listen to the earth here. I could do one potato, two potato, and rest my forehead, or just chill out there and relax. Let go. Allow yourself to soften. Feel the earth holding you, supporting you. Let go. Knowing that when we're grounded, when we're supported by the earth, and we follow the breath, then we can stay soft. Stay soft. Don't let the world make you hard. Let go. Forehead soft, eyes soft, jaws soft. Come up slowly. I'd like to hold that for longer, but I'm aware of time. It gives the legs a little bit of a, thank you legs, draw the knee in. Let's stretch out the hamstring on this side, okay? On this way, it's going to be a bit better. The view's a bit better. You might hold the back of the knee, you might hold the shin, you might be able to hold the foot and push lightly on the foot maybe. Then it's going to open up the back of the knee, but don't lock it. Keep the knee soft. Drop through the thigh. Keep the shoulders soft down the back. And draw my ribs towards my thigh, my chest towards my thigh, my chin towards my shin, just like I was in a forward bend. And I've got that gorgeous stretch all the way at the back of the legs. That stimulation for the bladder meridian. Breathe well. Let's take our baby. Let's do a little bit of circle. That's it. How are those hips that side? You know, I'll turn around. It might feel very different this side, mightn't it? You could make a little cradle for baby there. That might be nice. You might even give baby's head a kiss there. And make this little cradle. Do whatever feels right. Take some to the brow and relax. And if you draw in a bit, get a nice stretch through that glute. Try to keep the other leg active. Try to relax. Allow yourself to soften. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out slowly. Breathe in soft and deep. Breathe out soft and deep. Stay there. If this is available to you, just trying to get the shoulder under that knee. Push down. Support yourself with your left hand. And reach the left leg up. Hold the toe or the outer foot with the right hand. That's it. This is called compass. And there's lots of different ways of doing it. You can do it standing up, but that's a damn sight harder. So take a few breaths. Or twist. So very gently take your left foot the other side of your right thigh. Sit tall, breathe well, place your fingertips behind you lightly. And let's reach up and make some space. And then you can start to twist. You can think about your belly, your ribs, your chest. And finally tuck your chin in. Okay. I quite like to hug in, walk that left foot in, sit lovely and tall. As you breathe in, lengthen all up the spine to the crown of the head. And as you breathe out, root down through your support. Breathing and lengthening, breathing out, just rooting down. So you get this balance between the earth and the sky and everything in between. So you can get your ribs towards your right ribs towards your left inner thigh and draw your belly round a bit. So good for toning your liver. So good for stimulating your digestive organs. And I just love yoga because it works internally as well as externally. It's a whole body practice. Let's just take a little bit of a detour over here and let go. Your connection to the earth. Resting against Mother Earth. Relaxing. Not holding anywhere. Jaws soft, eyes are soft. And we start to slow down the breath now. Slow down the thoughts because we're coming to a quieter place. We're starting to let go of the physical practice. Allow yourself to soften. Let's come up slowly. Give the legs a nice little bit of a stretch there. Say thank you, legs. They've worked really hard. And get yourself comfy for Shavasana. So you might want to put something warm on. I like my bolster. If you've got a bolster, I quite like to put it under my knees and relax there. And I've left my eye pillow upstairs, but I've got a lovely eye pillow I can put over my eyes or something. You might want to rest your head on a cushion. Place on pause if you need to get yourself ready. Get comfy, get cosy. This really is the most important part of the practice. This posture is just as important as all the others. It gives your body a chance to absorb all the good work that we've done today. Well done. Have a shuffle. And feel the need not to move again once you've got cosy. And feel the earth supporting you. And with each breath, allow yourself to let go and receive that support. Let go of any effort in your breath. You want purely natural breath here. And give up any physical efforts. Feel yourself letting go. Going inwards. Whole body relaxed. Finding stillness. And many times in our busy lives, we become too caught up in our thoughts. And we need to come down to earth to feel secure and grounded. Face soft, jaw soft, eyes relaxed. With each breath, letting go deeper. Allowing the ground to support you, to hold you. Breathing in and breathing out. Imagine any tension, any tiredness, any restlessness, simply leaving your body on each breath. Dropping away into the mats, into the ground, into the earth. Just let the earth absorb any negativity, anything you don't need. And let the breath now rock you, cradle you and soothe you. So gradually leaving this practice of Shavasana, be aware for any sounds outside the building you're in, far away, any sounds a bit nearer, sounds from in the room, sounds from inside you, sounds of your breath. Take a few deeper breaths now to recharge you, revitalise you, get you ready for the rest of your lovely day. A little stretch, a little yawn, whatever you need to do for yourself. Nice full body stretch. Or draw the knees into the chest and have a bit of rock and roll on the mats. And then very slowly roll onto your side. Put your hand down to feel the earth. Start to blink your eyes open and be aware of the light and shade. As you help yourself up to seated for us to finish this practice. Sit nice and tall. Inhale Prana Mudra. Prana means energy. Gather all that energy up from the practice, the crown, the brow, the throat, the heart. And keep it with you, because you might need it or somebody else might need it. Namaste. Om Shanti. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe and please say something positive. Thank you.